On October 6th, that is one day before the Hamas attack, the people of Gaza had been living under an Israeli blockade for nearly 17 years. That is greater than the number of all vetoes cast by all permanent members of the UN Security Council combined on all issues for that same period. So that's the level of U.S. diplomatic protection that they give to Israel.
It also shows the level of aggression the UN has towards Israel. The UN has done more resolutions condemning Israel than like every other country in the world combined.
I think
I think there's also something to be said that like when we talk about how, you know, like the deplorable food insecurity conditions in Palestine, isn't it something like 25 to 30% of that population is literally obese? Okay, I don't think that the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip are suffering from starvation. Okay, now there are issues relating to healthy food. There are issues related to cleanliness of water. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say the conditions of the Gaza Strip are great. They're obviously not. And in some cases, they're
that's really
deplorable.
disgusting, Stephen.
I understand. I know. Really I'm sorry. I just wanted to qualify because I know you're about to talk about how October 7th is just the natural outcome of oppressing a people like this, who've also, by the way, as they're starving to death, they're also launching rockets for the past 20 years, trying to kill civilians in Israel as well. But okay.
Concedes, and you're here making jokes about the population.
Maybe we should take, first of all, I don't care if you're not in the region. I don't even care what your opinion is. I don't care what South Africa's opinion is on Israel. Why don't we ask questions about the surrounding countries? Why is it the case that Egypt, for instance, also stopped supplying electricity to the Gaza Strip? Why is it that Egypt is equally motivated to maintain the blockade against the Gaza Strip? Why is it that Jordan doesn't seem to care about the border controls? Could it have to do with the fact that in 1970, the PLO and Arafat literally tried to kill the Jordanian king? Why is it that like the only allies that Palestinians have are people like Hezbollah and the Houthis? Like, you can paint these broad pictures of how evil BDS is and how evil Israel is, but there are reasons why these conditions exist, and you won't acknowledge any of them. You talk about for 15 years, all they did was suffer these horrible humanitarian conditions. Well, why are they still launching rockets? How can they still launch rockets, thousands of rockets every single year, if there are all these enduring horrible humanitarian conditions?
Yeah, this is hilarious. Yeah, so even in places
I know that you keep saying that. This is hilarious. I don't want to get lost in the weeds. I don't want to deal with the history. You just don't know the facts. And people like you, by the way, are contributing to the enduring bad situations on the ground. Because as long as you continue to think there's only one side here that's doing any wrong, there's never going to be any enduring resolution, any lasting peace.
With all due respect, and I'm not sure how much of it actually is due, you seem to have this bizarre addiction to the idea that both siding this issue is the reasonable and sensible thing to do.
Well, to be clear, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to both sides. If I gave you that impression, I don't mean to both sides. I hold the Palestinians more responsible. Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.